Hello, everybody on Facebook. It is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, and we are ready for some Flow Yoga Mob with me, Yogi Cecily, or Cecily_Yogi if you are looking for me on Instagram. But we're on Facebook, and I'm going to be here on Saturdays at 12 noon for some intense, flowing, going, moving, sweating Vinyasa yoga. Hi, and thank you for joining me. I made it. I am here in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is donation-based yoga. All of my social media classes are donation-based. I really want to get these classes out to you. But if you are happy to make a donation, I am happy to accept it. And those can be made at venmo.com/Cecily-guest. And of course, these classes go downloaded onto YouTube, and you can find these classes. If you can't do the whole class with me today, it's okay. You can find classes on YouTube, youtube.com/C/Yogi Cecily, Yogi Cecily on YouTube. All right, so what's it going to be? So we are here for some Vinyasa yoga. Is that it? Is that what we're looking for? And, you know, there's a lot of styles when it comes to Vinyasa. We're going to get down to it. We are going to move. I'm sitting with my right foot on top of my left. So already, you know, I'm in a position that's pretty intense for many people. This is what I want to tell you. You're a beginner at yoga. You're doing Vinyasa. Vinyasa is probably one of the hardest things you can do. So besides this, I want to encourage you to join me on Instagram on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 noon. That is a class that so many people are now enjoying, and it's called Yoga Core. It's a class that I've designed that is core conditioning, pranayama breath, diaphragmatic breathing, with yoga asana that encourages the use of the core. So a lot of people are liking that class because it's not necessarily about your flexibility. Okay, so we do get some intense movement, but it's all core concentrated. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays on Instagram at 12 noon. And I really like that class, just even for myself, not just for beginners. So advanced people are enjoying it too. Now then, I have some people want a little bit more meat to the lecture, a little bit more meat to the cueing and the anatomy, and that also is on Instagram, but on Fridays at 12 noon. So this is right now the only Vinyasa class I'm doing on social media, Saturdays at 12 noon. So basically almost every day of the week I'm doing something at 12 noon. Now I do have other classes, and those are the bookable classes you can get on my website. And that is Cecily'sYogaRetreats.com. And you can now get that website on the Wix app, WIX-APP. Now, listen, who needs more stuff on your phone? I get it. But for those of you out there who are following me and want to get more access and know what's going on with me, and you just kind of want it on your phone, get the Wix app, Wix, W-I-X app, Cecily'sYogaRetreats.com. And very, very soon you will be able to book your classes and book your sessions directly through that app. Yay! But I'm still going to be giving you all social media classes. I still want to give the donation-based classes because really all of that sometimes is just too much, isn't it? I know. So again, thank you for your donations. That goes to venmo.com/Cecily-guest. All right, get that taken care of and out of the way. So we're going to switch feet, put the left foot on the top. All right. Well, I just want to do some front to back. Let's just lift the ribs, inhale. Exhale, walk it forward. You know, you walk this position forward and the knees start to go down and start to stretch the ligaments at the knees. Let's just do two more. Back, inhale, and exhale, forward. And one more, back, inhale, and exhale, forward. I like it. Let's stay here and come on up, sit upright. I want to switch legs. And let's get very proficient at switching legs. So we're going to make a little vinyasa out of this. I'm going to inhale, rock back, and switch legs. I'm going to inhale, rock back, and switch legs. I'm going to inhale, rock back, and switch legs. And inhale, rock back, and switch legs. Let's do this 3 more. Rock back, and switch legs. And 2 more. Rock back, and switch legs. And 1 more. Rock back, and switch legs. Now I'm going to get this fitted for me a little bit higher. So bending at the knees, I know that's a pretty intense way to start a vinyasa class, but actually the ability to command your legs, that's what really vinyasa is. Vinyasa is like, I want my legs like this. And you go there, 1 breath, inhale, exhale. I want my legs like that. And you go there. Now, let's take your right hand, reach it up and around and touch. Exhale. And 4 and around and touch. Exhale. And 3 and around and touch. Exhale. And 2 and around and touch. 1 more, 1 and around and touch. Great. Now I'm going to get this hand fitted around that foot. Maybe that's there for you. And we're just going to twist to the right and breathe. Ah, 'cause we love it. All right? We got to do all this on the other side. Let's do the switchy leg thing. This is making a vinyasa out of sukhasana, right? So inhale, exhale, switch legs. Inhale, exhale, get that foot on top, switch legs again. 3 more, inhale, exhale, switch legs. And 2, inhale, exhale, switch legs. And 1, inhale, exhale, switch legs. Now I'm going to get the left foot fitted on top, way up to the hip socket. Going to drop that knee down 5 times. The left hand goes up and around and touch. Yeah, you did. Yeah, up and around and touch. Yeah, you did that. Up and around and touch. Yeah, we did. 2 more. Up, around and touch. And 1 more. Up, around and touch. Now, you can always hold on to your elbow, but if you can get around to the toe, go and twist to the left. And breathe. 3, and 2, yeah, you did it. You got it. You got it. You did that. And 1. All right, wonderful. The nicest thing we can do now is stretch out the legs. So roll back on your back, and extend your legs up. Oh, my, yeah. See, now you really want straight legs. I know you do. Let's do leg switches, and this is going to heat up the core. Start with either leg 16 times. We go 1, exhale, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. These are straight legs. 7 and 8. 8 more. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Give the knees a hug. I like it so much. You know, let's hold on to the left knee, take the right leg up, and just give some toe circles. Now, the toe circles here for us right now are going to warm up the ankle and the calf. We're going to need that for vinyasa. Now, we think about vinyasa flow, and, you know, everybody just starts with sun salutes. I mean, I love sun salutes. I like them as much as anybody, but I'm an old lady. I'm an older lady. I'm 56 years old. I need some like foreplay, you know, some breathing and some stretching, right? Before we get into the sun salutes. Let's do 16 more of these, right? Buy me a drink. Okay, here we go. Up, 1, exhale, 2, and 3, and 4. Look how I'm sitting up. 5, and 6, and 7, and crunch up. 8, 8 more. 8, and 7. Exhale, 6, get some heat. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knees in. Roll forward. Straight legs, forward fold, and roll back. Halasana, plow, and forward. Straight legs, forward fold, and back. Halasana, plow. Do it again. 3 more. Forward. So now we start to get into something that really feels like vinyasa, and back, 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 because we're really flowing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, hold. Well, enjoy your stretch. And in fact, here, I'm going to point my toes, take the hands over the back, roll my shoulder blades together, and use the abdominals. This is back rounding. Make no mistake, once your hamstrings open, you actually need to begin to add in some rounding over the back. 5, 4, 3, breathe, breathe. 2, lift the arms over your back, and 1. Now look, you're so low now that your hands go past your feet. So you flex the feet back up. 3, 2, 1. And come on up. Isn't that nice? Okay. Downward facing dog. Let's rock and roll. Let's get into it. Here you are, downward dog. All right. Pedal pushers, always nice. Let's do 8. Is 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bend your knees back. I call this the frog. Frog and forward. Inhale, exhale, 7 and forward. Frog, 6 and forward. Come on now. 5, push the body energy forward, and 4, you got to get your nose way past the tips of your fingers. 3, right, way past and forward. You see that? 2, do you see how I'm getting that? Way, 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 way forward. And 1, way forward. Bend your knees, jump to the center. Straighten out your legs. Forward fold. Look halfway up, inhaling. Press back down, 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 down. Step back to plank. Step back, step. And downward dog, exhale. Jump to the center, bend. Jump, straight legs, forward fold. Look halfway up, inhaling. And press back down. I'm going to get my hands pretty far out in front. Lift up onto your toes. And step back, plank. Way back, and downward dog, exhale. I want to do that 3 more times. Let's do it 3 more times. Yeah, say yes, yes. Bend your knees, jump. All you got to do is jump to the center. Jump to the center. Look halfway up, inhaling, and exhale down. You know, for a long time, you're going to feel like it's all about opening hamstrings. And then after a while, you realize there's a nice, beautiful stretch across the lower back. You know, walk your hands forward a little bit. Rock your body weight into your hands. Warm up your wrists. Step back. See the nose is forward. Inhaling in the plank. And push back. Down dog. Exhale. I want to do that again. Bend your knees. Jump center. Straighten out your legs. Look halfway up. Inhaling. Lovely. Exhale. Press back down. Oh, building heat. Building heat. Now, I'm going to tip up onto my toes. Push my body weight forward into my fingers and step back. Look at how my nose is way out in front. Take the breath and then downward facing dog. Warms up the wrists. Warms up the wrists. Here we are. Last time. Bend the knees and jump. Straighten out your legs. Look, halfway up, inhale, I'm sweating. Exhale, back down. Yay. You know what? I want to take the arms over the back here as well. Watch how I do this. So whenever I'm going to do arms over the back, I actually lift up for a moment and do some extra rounding in my back. Then as the shoulder blades come together, I begin to dive back down and use the abdominal. 2, way down. And 1. Excellent. Look halfway up, inhale. Exhale, press back down. Stand all the way up. And hands on your hips. Mm-hmm. Lift up on your tippity toes. I want to take the Bikram chair, the Bikram chair. Nice, straight back, way up on toes. Arms are level. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand up on 1. Bakasana, the crow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump back, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale, and down dog, exhale, and do all of that again. You're working about in the middle of your mat. So you bend and jump to the middle. Straighten out your legs. Look halfway up, inhaling, and press back down. Stand all the way up, hands on your hips. The Bikram chair, up on your toes. Yes. Bend the knees, but stay upright. Do not lean forward. Do not lean forward. Do not. Arms out. 5, 4, 3. Lift your heel bones. 2, and 1. Stand up. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Bakasana, the crow. 5, 4, 3, 2. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Inhale and down dog. Exhale. Yeah, I want to do it again. Yeah, I do want to do it again. Very vigorous, athletic. Jump to the center. You can jump to the center. Look halfway up, inhaling. And exhale, press back down. Stand all the way up. I start to add a little back bend and then hands on the hips. Lift up on your toes. I love this Bikram style chair pose. So it's a different variation on Utkatasana, and I love how it makes your calf muscles. I can feel Mula Bandha working much more. I'm upright. 5, 4, do not lean over. 3, lift your heel bones. 2, and 1, stand up. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Bakasana, crow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, jump off. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale and downward facing dog. Good. Right leg lift. Step your right foot forward, lunge. Push back both legs straight. Exhale. Bend and straighten 4 times. So bend, push back, straighten 4. Bend, push back, straighten 3. Bend, push back, straighten 2. Bend, push back, straighten 1. See the nice flat back. Fingers on the floor, push back, straighten 5. Good. Walk your hands to the center, pivot and turn towards me. Prasarita, Padottanasana. Great, great, great. Turn to the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Bend your knees to all 4s. Slide your hands back, put the top of your head down. Of course, if you want an inversion, if you want that, take it. You don't have to. 5, I spend a lot of time encouraging my students, please just put your knees on your elbows. 4, 3, because ultimately you can do whatever you want with your legs. 2, so there's no biggie to take your legs up. And 1, back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. So on this side, it's going to be very similar. Yes, a lot of similarity. We're going to jump to the middle, so some jumping today. So we're not so shy about jumping. Look halfway up, inhaling, and press back down. Good. Standard style chair pose. Utkatasana. 3, 2, 1. Standing up. Inhale. Hands on your hips. Nice. Good. Way up on your toes. Right? The Bikram chair. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, arms overhead. Twisted chair, right. Standard twisted chair, right. Exhaling, left foot lift. 3, 2, 1. Legs down, nice. Standard Utkatasana. 3, breathe, sit. 2, sit back, sit back. So this one you do lean over. And 1, stand up, inhale. Hands on hips, Bikram style, up on toes. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, inhale. Twisted chair, left twist away from me. Twist. 3, 2. You can lift the right foot. See that nice lift there and squeeze. And 1. Beautiful. Stand all the way upright. Inhale, forward fold. Up on toes, facing me. Right side, twisted crow. What? I know. Wait, I don't want it. Twist crow. 5, 4, 3. I can take a nap here. It's just like go to sleep here. Now, 2 and 1. Center. Take your hands to the left. Inhale, exhale, twist. 5, 4. I used to have one side was harder than the other side, 3, and now I can't remember which side that was. 2, we're going to stay facing the left, and 1. Middle of your mat, straight legs, forward fold. Draw down, pull down, squeeze down. Good. I want to just do this whole cycle once more. Starts with your standard chair, Utkatasana. So we've done a couple of Chaturanga Vinyasa, but not a lot. Stand all the way up, inhale, hands on hips. Bikram style chair, up on toes. And I just adore generating heat in the body without Chaturanga Vinyasa. That Bikram chair, come on up. Right side, twisted chair. I'm going to evolve this pose quite a bit more and send the left hand to the floor and twist up. Certainly you can add the left foot lift, and you can look up or down. 3, 2, and 1. Straight legs, forward fold. All right, last time here, standard chair pose, the chair pose, Utkatasana. The thunderbolt pose, the awkward pose. Standing, inhale, twisted chair to the left. You get down in here, or across the elbow over. You are sitting down quite low. I'm going to cheat and use my bench, use my chair so I can sit lower. Get the hand down, dial the top arm up, twist, and of course, certainly, you can lift the right foot. 3. A lot going on there. 2 and 1. Straight legs, forward fold. And squatting and facing me. Turn your gaze towards me. See that nice sweat starting to come in? And not a lot of Chaturanga Vinyasa. But let's do one here. Let's split the top leg up, split your legs out. Right? Your head can go to the floor, and that's going to help you push your legs up and off, and Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, and downward dog. Let's jump to the center on your toes, squatting. Turn and face me. Breathe. Up and over, twist. Twisted crow. Check your spacing. This will become Chaturanga. You lean in and lift. Well, it's okay for your head to go down. The head goes down as the legs must go up. One leg at least must go quite high to the sky. So I actually like, if I'm being lazy, I just put my head on the floor. And then I can use that as a little bit of leverage to take both legs up and Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Love it. You love it. Let's stay facing this way. Start with your right leg lift. Right foot step, crescent warrior, arms up. Twisted lunge, exhale. Back to crescent warrior, arms up. Inhale. And down dog or Chaturanga Vinyasa. All right, so here we go with the Chaturangas. And that's about right. We're almost 30 minutes in. That's about right. Left leg lift. Left foot step. High crescent warrior. Twist, twist prayer. I'm going to twist away from you. Look how high. Look how I push myself up. Most people twist down. Look how I push myself up. Yes? And back to crescent warrior. I like to think all these poses are up, 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 up. There is downward energy, right? I mean, gravity is going downward, so your legs begin to stretch. And so you want to put an upward energy on top of that. Right leg lift, let's do it again. Right foot step. So the leg energy is contracting and breaking, but the upper body energy has to be up, 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 like a hot air balloon floating up. Twist, exhale. Look how this rib goes up. And then back to crescent warrior. And chaturanga vinyasa. Sure, sure, sure. And upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Love it. Last time, left side. Left leg lift, left foot step, smooth stepping. High crescent warrior, inhaling. Prayer position, twist. Whoop, whoop. Yep. Back to the high crescent warrior. And chaturanga vinyasa. Because you can, because you did, because we love it. Good. Upward facing dog. Inhaling. And downward dog. Exhale. Left leg lift. Hey, now step the left foot forward lunge. Let's stand all the way up facing me. High. Hands on your hips. Isn't it lovely? Jump your feet together. Nice. Right foot tree. No crossover. Prayer position. Balance. Balance is strength. Let's side bend to the right. Balance is strength. Isn't that funny? It looks like flexibility, but it's because it's balance. Well, it's just like the word balance. It's the right balance of both. Come back to prayer. Take your right foot, step it out, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, exhale. Lift. This is upward energy. Nothing's going down. This is all pushing up from the ground. Come back to the center. Take your arms up overhead, inhale, and prayer position. Left foot tree. Yeah. Balance is strength. Lean. Over. Way. You can look down or up. Way. And then coming back. Prayer. Take your left foot, step it out. Half moon pose. So I'm pretty much staying in the center mat. Inhale, exhale. Even though you're trying to touch the ground, your energy pushes up and out. Right? You have to push it. There's no letting down to the floor. You're actually strongly resisting the urge to fall. And then step into center, arms overhead. Inhale. Wonderful prayer position. Nice. Tree pose, right foot. Yeah, you did. Prayer position. Take a breath, arms up. It's up to you. This is quite difficult. This little maneuver here is quite difficult. It's forward fold over tree. You have to send your, look how I'm sending my face forward. I'm sending my ribs forward. The right foot is pushing very strongly into the left leg. And so if you've got cranky knees, this is not for you. It's a nice flat back. I'm going to take my arms out in the letter T. 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips back to the floor. As I stand up, I take the right ankle and release out of the pose. Good. Hands on your hips. Nice. It's very difficult. If you have cranky knees, a funky meniscus, loose ligaments around the knees, this maneuver is not for you. So what do? You take your arms overhead. Yeah, you can bring your hands down. You can focus on the balance here. If you're going into the forward fold, this has to do with pushing the left foot into the right leg and sending your ribs out. So here, every joint about the legs and the hips on both legs is highly stressed. Why is that? Balance is strength. So the ligaments around the joints have to be insanely strong to hold this balance. It's almost like a cantilever. Hands down. As I come up, I'm going to find the left ankle. Breathe. And relieve the pose. Arms overhead, inhale. That was intense, right, wasn't it? Jump your feet apart. I know, I feel it too. Jump your feet apart. Good, good. Right side, chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhaling. That feels good. And downward dog, exhale. Right leg lift. Right foot step forward, lunge. Virabhadrasana 2. Spin it up. Yes. See this knee? We're going to turn and drop it. Exhale. Low crescent warrior with back bend. Back. And hands down. You're going to go back to warrior 2. Rotate and lift. You're going to spin and lunge. Low lunge with a bit of back bend. Inhale. Love it. And hands down. Face me. Prasarita. Padottanasana. Stand all the way up. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. This forward fold, reach back past your feet. Reach back through. And I'm trying to touch the wall behind me. And we definitely try to get the head to the floor. Hey? Yeah, so there's a couple of ways to get your head to the floor. One is reaching forward. So if I reach forward, look, just let everything slide forward. Another way to get your head to the floor is obviously letting things slide back. Uses the abdominals. You really use engagement when the hands go back to balance you. Good. Hands out to the front. Turn to the left. Chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Yes. And downward dog. Exhale. Well, the left leg is going to lift. Go to warrior 2. Exhale. Spin out the legs and bring up the torso. All right. See, so check it. This back leg, right? You're going to lift up on the toe and pivot and drop. And then go into your low crescent lunge. 3, 2, 1, hands to the floor. That means the back toe has the ability to pivot once again up and into warrior 2. So this pivoting in the feet really massages the ligaments, the hips. So it's intense to do it this way, but some of you all know I really am a believer in martial arts. The martial artists, they got to be able to do everything. That's just all that there is for them, right? Let's take the chaturanga vinyasa. Good, good, good. Upward, facing dog, inhaling. Martial artists, you got to be very strong. Strong bones, strong joints. Lift and step. Stay low. Face me. Prasarita Padottanasana. Look halfway up. Press down lightly. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Let's take the arms over the back here. Take the breath. Squeeze shoulder blades together. This is Prasarita C. If you're an Ashtanga practitioner. So you get here and your head doesn't get to the floor. Well, some folks, you can wiggle wider, but also if you use your abdominals and tip your body weight forward, you think you're going to fall. And just about when you think you're going to fall, your head is on the floor. And it works like a kickstand. Great. Hands down. Awesome. Right side, Chaturanga Vinyasa. We're moving. We're grooving. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Yes. Down dog. Exhale. Good. Good on you. Good on you. Well, from here, let's go ahead and take the right leg lift. Bring the right knee to the nose. All day right leg lift. Well, let's put the right knee on the right elbow, and I'm going to twist a little bit away from you to the right and kick the left leg up. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward dog, downward dog. Left leg lift. Left knee to the nose. Left leg lift. You see, this left knee is going to drop onto the left elbow. Look how far my head goes forward. Look how high the knee comes towards the shoulder. And then it's just a little tip in the wrists. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Hear the breath? Hear my breath work in there? Good. Child's pose. Hear that breath work in there? Good. Let's come on up. Inhaling and have a seat, legs out straight in front. Arms up, Dandasana, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hold this forward stretch it out. Now you see me here, look how my elbows nice, easily go down on my legs. How my body fits together. See, I can use the abdominals and stretch down. My elbows come down to the ground. A lot of times, let's roll back, roll forward, Chaturanga. A lot of times people are wondering how to do arm balances. And the secret is what you can do outside of the arm balance. Can you get your body to work closely together? Then you have to be strong enough to push with the arms. So the right leg is going to lift. Let's try this here. Let me show you what I mean. You have to be able to push out of it with your arms. So my elbows squeeze in. I'm going to tap my forehead to the floor. Tap and push up and back. That foot comes down. So like, how are you going to do an arm balance? Remember, balance is strength. How are you going to do an arm balance? You're falling through space. You're trying to support yourself. Then you have to push up. See those triceps pushing? And down in child's pose. What the heck? I know. That doesn't seem right at all. Legs out straight in front. You can jump through if you want to jump through. I'm an old lady. I like to jump some, but you know. Sometimes you just want to go to a nice quiet place. All right, we don't have to go to the club all the time. All right, here we go. So arm balances, part of the issue is how efficiently do you contract down. Now some folks, you're flexible enough to contract down, but are you strong enough to push up and away? So we're going to roll back and roll forward, Chaturanga Vinyasa. You must push the ground away so that you can jump your feet up and out. Push the ground away. Downward facing dog. Awesome. Okay. Good, good, good in the neighborhood. Let's bend the knees to all fours. Nice. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come up on toes. Lift here. Take a moment. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. It's really a preparation for flying pigeon. It is its own pose. This is its own pose work, but it will also prepare you for the arm balance flying pigeon. Because if you can hold here, balancing on the toe, 3, 2, 1, then you're going to be able to get your body into the position for flying pigeon, straight legs, forward fold. Now this is a lot of intense work. I'm just going to tell you in the joints. Yes, on toes. Now this is a message for all of the brand new teachers out there, 200-hour teacher training. And I am seeing a lot of commentary. Let's put the left on top of the right. I'm seeing a lot of commentary on how do I create flows, it's called sequencing. People are calling it sequencing. 3, 2, 1, straight legs forward fold. Folks are calling it sequencing. Listen to what I'm saying, children. Look halfway up, inhaling. Exhale, press back down, squatting on toes. What you're trying to do is choreography. That's what you're trying to do. I'm just going to put it out there in the world like that. You're calling it sequencing. What you're trying to do is choreography, and so I want you to ask yourself, right? A choreographer, Paula Abdul, Debbie Allen, they need to be able to do all of the things they are asking their dancers to do. Straight legs, forward fold. All right? I mean, how's that going to work? How's that going to work? Debbie Allen shows up and says, well, I can't do any of this, but, you know, I've created a sequence. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do all of yoga poses, but even if you're going to call it sequencing, right, you have to say, well, what, you know, like here, I'm trying to, you know, what exactly am I trying to achieve? I'm trying to get to, flying pigeon, right? Straight legs forward fold. I want to get to flying pigeon. And so I need sequencing, I need movements that prepare for that. And that's why I had you all do all of that balancing and knee bending right there. Yes? So now we're going to have a seat. Extend the legs out straight in front. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Watch what we do here. This is pigeon. The left leg is going to swing back. The left leg is going to swing back behind me. So I'm going to roll into the right, swing the left leg back, bend the right knee, and here's pigeon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's change sides. Come in. Legs are out straight in front. Arms overhead, inhaling, and forward fold. I got to scooch out. So that means the right leg swings. I rock towards you. I swing the rear leg, bend the front one, and there's pigeon. A low pigeon, 5, 4. It's the piriformis stretch. 3, 2, and 1. I want to do this once again, both sides. Legs out straight in front. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg swings as you lean to the right. Right knee bends, and there's your pigeon. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Both legs out and both hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Lean to the left while the right leg swings. Whoops. While the right leg kicks the bench. And here is your pigeon. All right, good. That worked. Okay, Chaturanga Vinyasa. Spin it out, extend it out, upward dog, downward dog. Jump to the middle of your mat, bend your knees, and boop, jump. You're going to be squatting on toes. Lift up a bit. Right ankle cross over. Walk your hands forward. And your arms lock over the right shin. Push up. Push your body energy up. Your arms are locked over the right shin. Flying pigeon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight legs, forward fold. What? Squatting on toes, left ankle over the right. Not easy. I know, not easy. Not easy. But the whole class today has been about getting you here. So I don't worry about sequencing. Flying pigeon. I know where I want to get you. I know where we're going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Have a seat. Legs out straight in front, and forward fold. And roll back to the plow pose. Inhale, exhale. Feels good. Take the nice stretch here. And happy baby's pose. That is a lot of work. That was a lot. I gave you a lot today. Let's roll forward and do the boat pose. Navasana. Navasana. You can see you're going to have trouble with arm balances as long as you have trouble with Navasana. Let's bend the knees, grab the big toes, extend both legs up. So if the hamstrings don't open, if the core can't hold you and contract you, that's okay. I mean, that's okay. But instead of sometimes focusing on those big finishing poses, those big arm balances and crow pose and all of that, let's do Bakasana. Think about Baddha Konasana. Think about all of these wonderful, difficult, standard, these are the standard yoga asana. And Baddha Konasana. And up, roll back to happy baby's pose again. Here's a secret. This is what I used to do. I used to go to class, and class was very hard, and I was like, oh gosh. It just seems like certain things were easy for people, like the butterfly pose. But I would focus on the arm balances and the inversions and the splits and the back bend, And, in the class, and then I would go on my own, and I would think, well, the butterfly pose or the plow pose, well, let's do that next. These poses aren't complicated. So I decided at some point in my yoga career, I decided to become very good at the basics, because all of that difficult stuff I was lousy at. I really struggled. So I decided to get really good at the basics. Let's come up. You're going to do the boat pose, Navasana. And lo and behold, what happened? By focusing on the basics, all of the difficult poses started to come towards me. I didn't have to chase them anymore. They started to come towards me, and they were there for me. This is butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, exhale. Isn't that interesting? So if you're a brand new teacher, stick with the basics. If you're still learning yoga asana, you're still learning, stick with the basics. And we're back to happy baby's pose again. You know what I mean? Okay. Now I'm going to turn backwards to you so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? Now you can face any direction that you want, but I discovered, I was doing some private sessions, and I discovered if we do any twisting, it's just easier for me to go this way. And then take your arms out in the letter T. Isn't that nice? Now you're going to take your legs to the right and hover. 5, hover. 4, don't touch the ground. 3, keep your left shoulder down. 2, and 1, come back to the center. Bend the knees, grab your feet. Your goal is to put your big toes on the ground. Open up. 5. So sometimes I play around with this. I discovered I could put one side down, 4, 3, and then I'll try to get the other side down, 2, and then I'll focus on the center, and 1. Great. Both legs up. Flex feet, arms out in the letter T. Take the legs to the left and hover. Do not touch the floor. 5. Now this is what happens. People think that it's more important to go lower, but then the right shoulder comes up. 3, there's a sweet spot. 2, where you can actually keep your back in place. And 1, and up. So going lower is not better. And then you're going to hold onto the feet, take the breath. Keep your tailbone down, especially my gentlemen. You cannot lift the tailbone. So sometimes the gentlemen, you're here. But the tailbone has to be down while you try to touch one foot to the floor. 5, 4, 3, stretching. Try to get one big toe, maybe at least one big toe down. And 1. All right. Set yourselves up for Shavasana. You go ahead. You're going to set yourselves up for Shavasana, which is resting pose. And just nice on your back. Now, while you're getting there, if there is a pose that you definitely need, Like, let's say you just, we didn't do back bending today and you just feel like you need a back bend. Some people feel like they need a shoulder stand. And some folks want a longer in pigeon. There's Lord of the Fishes pose. Yeah. There's Supta Baddha Konasana, lying on your back, soles of the feet together. Some people want to rest in Supta Baddha Konasana. Some people just want to be in Shavasana. You're going to find what's right for you, and I'm going to finish the class, so I always come up inhaling. Well, for us here, if you're doing this class live, it's Saturday. Middle of the day, Saturday. And now this is just a nice time, maybe a little focus on self. If you haven't gone out, go out to a park. If you did go out, you went to the farmer's market and things like that, if you did that this morning. Maybe stay inside in the afternoon and do your laundry, dusting. Really, your home is a sanctuary. Right? I personally collected, I don't know, about 12 bags of junk, and the guy's going to come and pick it up on Monday. I was just like, well, don't need this, don't need that. What is this? I don't even, what is that? Old calendars, old training manuals. Yeah. You know why? Because 2021, well, it could get worse. But if it gets much worse, getting better is right around the corner. Yeah. Let's bring our hands together in prayer. Hey, the light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. And for that we say, Namaste.